Celebrity Edge is one of my very favorite ships, so when she was the first ship to set sail from the US with guests in over 15 months, I was on board. For Celebrity, this came after a lot of planning, preparation, and of course, certain new rules in place to ensure the safety of guests, crew, and those in the communities the ship visits. For those looking to sail on Celebrity Edge, or any other ship in the near future, I thought it'd be helpful to go over masks, vaccines, shore excursions, and more, plus discuss our experiences being on board for her first 2 weeks back in service. There are two important things to keep in mind. First, things change quickly. A good travel professional will help make sure you have the latest information for cruises you're booked on. Second, as we'll explain here, not all ships are operating in the same way. Still, this video should help paint a better picture of cruising for the summer of 2020, especially if you're sailing on Celebrity cruises or other vaccinated sailings. Let's start with one of the big topics and one that is often misunderstood. Do you need to be vaccinated to cruise Celebrity? Well, sort of. Celebrity Edge and all Celebrity sailings out of Florida sail with 95% or more of all guests having proven at the port that they're fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Those not willing to prove they're fully vaccinated are considered unvaccinated and have to get multiple COVID tests and carry special insurance policies, both of which come at a cost for those guests otherwise eligible for vaccination. Unvaccinated guests must also wear masks while indoors, can't disembark without a shore excursion in many cases, and may be restricted to certain parts of some venues on board the ship. Beyond Celebrity's requirements, some ports of call may have their own vaccine requirements for entry, or in the case of Nassau, for indoor dining. There's also a lot of confusion around how proof of vaccination works. Currently, Florida law restricts cruise lines from requiring proof of vaccination. So before your cruise, Celebrity will contact you to ensure you understand the consequences of not voluntarily proving your vaccine status by presenting your original vaccine card at check-in. If you don't prove that you're vaccinated, then to Celebrity, you're unvaccinated. Also, they might stop selling the cruise early or make other adjustments to ensure that they stay above that 95% vaccination threshold. This is how other lines, including Carnival and Royal Caribbean, are handling vaccinated Florida sailings as well. When it comes to checking in for your cruise, the process isn't too much different than before. In the days or weeks leading up to your cruise, you'll need to start the check-in process. This can be done on the Celebrity website, but it's best done in the Celebrity phone app, which will be useful on board as well. In the app, you'll enter your passport and credit card information, take your photo, pick a boarding time, and a day before your cruise, you're going to get an alert in the app or on your device to go into the app and answer some quick health questions. When you're all done, you'll be able to access your Express Pass in the app and online. It's like a boarding pass. There's no need to print it out if you've got it on your phone. On the day of your cruise, you should arrive within the check-in window you selected in the app. Non-retreat guests, those not staying in suites, who arrive early will be asked to wait outside of the terminal until their scheduled time, unless the embarkation team is running ahead of schedule. It's hot in Florida, so as much as I like being on the ship as early as possible, I'd probably wait until my assigned boarding time, though they were running a bit ahead on our second sailing. Celebrity Edge sails from Terminal 25 at Port Everglades. It's a bespoke facility that matches the ship's aesthetic, but you probably won't spend much time here. Because after checking your bags and entering the building, you're going to confirm the answers to your health questionnaire, show your vaccine card, they'll take a picture, assuming you're sailing as a vaccinated guest, of course, and have your Express Pass scanned. From there, you'll head up the escalator and go through security and have your pass scanned once more before walking on board. We found this process very quick and smooth.
Hey, after this video, and while I walk off some cruise calories, do me a favor, click like down at the bottom and subscribe so you're alerted when we publish more content all about cruising. Thanks.
Vaccinated guests are not required to wear masks on Celebrity cruises, with the exception being Celebrity Apex while she's sailing in Greece. On Edge, however, we didn't wear a mask once we were on board the ship, not once. Some guests chose to wear masks on the ship, especially on the first day while still getting used to things, and unvaccinated guests are required to wear masks while indoors. All guests are provided new reusable masks in their stateroom, which may be handy for excursions. We actually found them to be some of the most comfortable masks we've had, and like many of you, we've gone through many of them the last 15 months, and we've used them on flights since the cruise. The one downside is they are a bit warmer than some other masks, which makes them less than ideal from wearing outdoors in a hot climate. I'm sure the folks in Alaska will like them. The crew, officers, and staff must wear masks while indoors, though we wouldn't be surprised if this changes soon. Vaccinated guests are not generally required to be tested on Celebrity Edge or other Celebrity Cruise sailings, though there are exceptions. For example, some destinations may change entry requirements and require testing. Just before our stop in Barbados on Celebrity Millennium last month, the nation required testing prior to entry. On our Edge cruises, the only vaccinated guests needing testing were consecutive cruisers, those sailing back-to-back sailings on the same ship. In both cases, the tests were done on the ship at no cost to guests. For my test on Edge, I quickly registered on my phone, picked a time, and showed up for the test at the destination gateway on Deck 2. The whole process took less than 10 minutes. Unvaccinated guests will require testing before embarkation, during the cruise, and near the end of the sailing. Your travel professional and celebrity will help you coordinate these, but it's important for any pre-cruise tests that you verify your test time is within the window that's required by the cruise line and/or the ports. When we first imagined the restart of cruising, there was a lot of buzz around buffets. On Celebrity ships, the buffet restaurant is called Ocean View Cafe, and personally, the Ocean View Cafe on Edge is my favorite. There's great views, it has a convenient layout, and there are a lot of options for good food. The restaurant is open, just as before, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with plenty of midday and late-night snacks available as well. No reservations are needed, unlike on some Royal Caribbean sailings, and everything is operating quite similar to pre-COVID, with one exception. The crew now serves you. You'll get a plate and utensils from a crew member, and then head to whichever station you want. The crew members at that station will then plate as much or as little of any item you want. We love this change, as it means guests no longer touch the serving utensils, and in general, the area doesn't end up with as many plating accidents. I'm very bad at cutting cake. Celebrity has told us they expect this change will stick around on the entire fleet. As for reservations and other dining venues, there are none required or recommended for Celebrity Edge sailings that wouldn't have been advisable before COVID. That means, for example, if you're a party of two and have Celebrity select anytime dining, not fixed seating, then show up at the restaurant that you want, when you want. If you're with a larger group, and especially if you dine at peak times, you might want to call ahead or make a reservation in the app. The same is true for specialty dining. There were two occasions, once for lunch at Le Grand Bistro and once for dinner at Raw and 5, that we were turned away because they were full, but other than that, it was pretty easy to get a walk-up. Still, it's never a bad idea to make a reservation, just like on land. Reservations aren't needed, or even possible, in the theater or any of the lounges, any venue on Celebrity Edge, and the same is true on other Celebrity ships. Some special events, however, like mixology classes and, of course, shore excursions, do require booking in advance. Whether or not you need to book a shore excursion in order to disembark Celebrity Edge depends on a few factors. For vaccinated guests, there are some ports where the government may require you to take a ship-sponsored excursion, whereas other ports allow you to roam on your own. Of course, while still abiding to local regulations, which often means wearing masks and practicing social distancing. On our first cruise, we were advised that in Mexico, we could only disembark with a tour. Though in Costa Maya, the cruise line did allow guests to explore the shopping and pool area at the port, and also take special cabs that were permitted to take you to select destinations, and those things didn't require any additional cost or reservations. Unvaccinated guests may have further restrictions such as pre-arrival testing and only disembarking with an approved excursion in destinations where others may be able to tour freely. On Celebrity Edge, you can book excursions via the Celebrity app or by going to the shore excursion desk next to guest services on Deck 3. There are also tour descriptions and a slip you can complete to book excursions located in Celebrity Today, the daily program. So what was our overall experience like? Well, since the restart of cruising, we've spent 3 weeks on Celebrity cruises and had an absolutely fantastic time on each cruise. Our big takeaway is that if you're fully vaccinated, there aren't many restrictions to speak of. As we shared here, it's really about the preparations the industry and scientists have taken to allow us to enjoy cruising as it was, if not better than before. Still, things can change quickly, so make sure you enlist the assistance of a good travel agent and be flexible. As more ships on more lines successfully restart service, there's a good chance we'll see restrictions loosen some more, though vaccines will likely still be the key. For us, we're just happy to be back sailing, and we're happy to be a little bit flexible as travel professionals, crew, officers, and staff work really hard to allow us to safely return to the sea. If you're looking to take a cruise in the coming months, we'd love for you to join us on the very first Cruise Habit group cruise on Celebrity Apex, sister ship to Celebrity Edge. We've got special rates and exclusive events, so get more information and a free quote at apexgroupcruise.com. Thanks for watching. Please click like and subscribe down below. For more cruise information, news, and tips, check out cruisehabit.com, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook.